Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 6th through 8th grade Chorus Professional Learning Community on the Georgia Department of Education platform. I'm so elated to have you here. This platform was created for educators so that we may collect, collaborate, and support each other as we navigate through the wonderful world of education. Be sure to set up your notifications to your liking and check back to engage in discussion as often as you wish. There will be tons of shared and beneficial information and supported specific to middle and high school choral education. Please share this platform with as many colleagues as you can. The more the merrier, right? And of course, that will open doors to more input and more opportunity for us to share and grow from one another. I will begin by introducing myself. Hi, my name is Brandy Dent. I will be your virtual PLC lead for middle and high school chorus on the GaDOE community platform. A little bit about myself and what makes me me is first, I am a Southern girl. I'm from Cordele, Georgia, and it's located about 2 hours south of Atlanta, Georgia, on I-75, of course. We're also known in Cordele as the watermelon capital of the world, better in the summertime, of course. One unique thing about myself is I graduated from high school in 2001, and I was already a mother. Another thing is I love my family. We love to travel. I'm an extrovert. Sometimes I can be random and sometimes I can be very sporadic. And I have a son who is currently, the one you see on the screen on the left, he's currently at Georgia State University and he will be 20 in about 2 weeks, day before Valentine's Day. Another thing about myself is I am a member of the Zeta Phi Beta sorority. I became a member in 2005 while I was attending Valdosta State University. I have been an educator for 14 years. This is my 14th year that I'm currently working on. I have taught in 3 school districts that are in Georgia. One school district is Peach County, another Clayton County, and another is Houston County, where I currently teach. A little bit about me in Peach County was I taught elementary, middle school, and high school. Now, the fun thing about elementary school for me was my first year teaching, I was notified about a day before school started that I would not only be teaching 6th through 8th grade general music, but I would be adding on the 5th graders. My elementary school, the students were starting to outgrow the school and they were housed in the middle school. And of course, I was the music teacher in the building, so I kind of was blindsided, but it was a wonderful experience teaching 5th grade. That year, we put on our first production, which was Annie Jr. The parents loved it. The principal loved it. It was just a wonderful experience for a first-year teacher like myself. After my first year teaching middle school, actually, I decided to follow one of my high school principals who was at Peach County High School. I taught Peach County High School for 2 years, actually. One of my highlights there was my students participated in the GHSA literary competition where we went to Albany, Georgia, and it was my first time ever, being a teacher competing in literary, and my trio placed first for our region. So that was amazing for me to have that highlight. Fast forward after 2 years of teaching high school, I went back to the middle school to finish out 7 years. During that time, I had over 30 students to make all-state chorus. I had about 35 students total to participate in the 6th grade statewide honor choir event. Of course, I was a current member. I'm still a current member of the GMEA, and I attended the conference every year. Over about 75 students to participate in our district honor choir. And another highlight of our school year was in the spring, my students did a lock-in, a little bit of skill building, a little bit of us, getting to know each other as they were on different grade levels, of course. And it was an amazing fundraiser and event for us. After being in Peach County for 10 years, I decided I wanted to try a new district, and I began my journey at Clayton County Schools, public schools. I was in Clayton County for 1 year where I taught at Morrow Middle School. It was a brand new program. There hadn't been a chorus teacher there for well over at least 5 to 7 years, if I'm not mistaken. That first year out, I was able to have two students to attend the All State chorus. I also had 7 students to participate in the district honor choir. I was able to take my first group to large group performance evaluation, and they received superior and excellent ratings. I took a sixth grade group and a seventh and eighth grade group. I had one student to land the lead role in our district musical, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It was a girl, but she got to play Charlie, and that was amazing. That student also went along, and she was accepted into the Martha Ellen Stillwell Performing Arts School in Clayton County. So it was amazing to see her blossom and grow, and she's still attending there now. My students did a family fun day where their parents were able to come in, and we were able to put on a few performances, and that was awesome. We also performed at the Atlanta Hawks game. We sang the national anthem. I also was able to have my students perform in the different cultural diversity programs that our schools hosted. One was one for Asians, one was Hispanic. We did a Black History Month program. My students participated in fifth grade recruitment. We did a concert for them. They did a winter and spring show, and we hosted a pancake breakfast fundraiser at Applebee's. So it was a busy school year, but it was a year that I will never forget. Currently, I am on my third year teaching at Houston County School Systems. I am teaching middle school. It was also a brand new program that hadn't existed since a teacher retired several years ago. So far, I've had 8 students to attend All State Chorus event, 3 my first year and 5 the year after. I've had over 25 students participate in District Honor Choir. We've received only superior ratings at large group performance evaluation. We had a musical night hosted for our parents where we played a musical for them. It was kind of like a open your eyes to music type night. We also had a family fun day where we had water slides and wonderful games for our students and parents to compete against each other. Karaoke and everything was there. I did also take this group to perform at the Atlanta Hawks game. We also performed at Mercer University, a local university that's close to our school in Macon, which is about 30 minutes from us. Our students have performed at local nursing homes, and they've dropped off candy canes and cards, and they've even visited on days when the chorus actually didn't go. So it's kind of like they've adopted a grandparent, and that's always great to give back to the community. We participate in an annual Christmas parade in our community. We did a Chick-fil-A tree lighting concert for our community. We've also hosted a winter and spring show where we collect canned foods and give to a local church in our community. We also host a pancake breakfast fundraiser where the students are the waiters and waitresses in our school, and the parents come in to help us cook food. And we have parents that dine in. We have some that get it to go and take to their jobs on Saturday morning. That's always a great way to give back to the community because we're feeding them for a very low price. And we've also had an annual lock-in with our students here. It's where we kick off our spring show, do our first rehearsal and run through since all of the music is usually learned by then. And of course, it's a team building type activity, so it allows our students to get to know other students in their school. A little bit about myself and my education is I went to Valdosta State University. I started my college degree program actually at Albany State University, but because I participated in Governor's Honors Program when I was in high school, I decided to reach out to the professors at Valdosta State that I met that summer, and I transferred. I continued my education there for all 4 years, and I graduated in 2006 with a Bachelor of Music and Music Education. While being a college student, I was also a mother. I also was a shift manager at Crystals, and I also was a call center manager for customer service for DirecTV. So I was a very busy college student, like many of us have been. In addition to that, again, I became a member of Zeta Phi Beta sorority, and I also was a premier fashion model. And we put on many fashion shows for the student body. So my time in college was never dull. Fast forward, I also decided about 7 years into teaching that I wanted to get a degree. So I decided to enroll in Troy University and I received my master's degree in post secondary education in 2013 with a concentration in adult education. Currently, 7 years later, I've decided to pursue yet another degree, and I'm currently working on a specialist degree at Piedmont College, and that degree is specified in curriculum and instruction. I'm learning a lot of great things about me as an educator. My highlight and celebratory moments that I've had as being a teacher is being recognized by my peers. The first time I was able to have this moment was when I was elected as Byron Middle School Teacher of the Year. The year before that, I was on the ballot, but I wasn't picked. And so the second year, they decided to say, hey, you're Byron Middle School's Teacher of the Year. That was my highlight. And then later on, I was announced as the Peach County School District's Teacher of the Year. That was an amazing experience to go to the state dinner, or was it a luncheon? I can't remember, but it was awesome to be there around other amazing educators in various disciplines. And my second year teaching, which was the pandemic year, I was announced, and I'm currently the Warner Robins Middle School Teacher of the Year. It's an amazing experience to be recognized so early on as a teacher. I try my best to instill the love for music in my students, but when it spills over until the adults loving me because of the said teaching, it just makes me feel all tingly inside. So I'm happy to be the current Warner Robins Middle School Teacher of the Year. Why do I teach? Well, I love putting my energy into a new core program and making it a success. I think that every child that sits in a music classroom should gain some sense of music literacy. I think any child that sits in your classroom has some parent or adult involved in their lives, and they should in turn be involved into the student lives through their music class. Sometimes sports are what drives students to work hard, but why not have them and their parents work hard with supporting them musically as well? And that's exactly what my parents are encouraged, and for the most part, they attain the goal of doing so. Another reason I love teaching is the highlight moments of what it takes to work hard to get that trophy or to get that wonderful moment to be recognized. And that's what literary did for my girls when I taught high school. It's what Allstate does for my students when they're in middle school or even when they go to high school and they continue to make Allstate. It's what getting superior and excellent ratings do when we go to large group performance evaluation and three judges who'd never heard of us before recognize our talent. It's being asked by Mercer University to come and entertain us or sing the national anthem before our game. It exposes our students to a life even past high school. To sing before thousands and thousands of people at an Atlanta Hawks game, at a basketball game, it opens the eye for our students to see that they can actually perform in more venues than just their very own school. And to see the faces of the members of a local nursing home or rehabilitation facility, knowing that we still care, even though they're, in a home getting the best care possible, we as kids, or my students as kids, me as an adult, can come in and just give them their heart of singing and them appreciate it, to see those smiling faces, to go to a local mall and eat at the food court and then out of nowhere flash mob and start singing and watch people get out their phones and record us for just merely spreading a little bit of Christmas cheer, and to put on benefits concert for people who have fought breast cancer, or a benefit concert for those that are homeless, or any type of inspirational or entertaining moments I can put into my students and for them to give to others watching, it's why I teach. And of course, I wouldn't be a chorus teacher without showing you a few highlighted moments of my time as a chorus teacher. I will be playing those at the very end of this video, but some of those recordings will include when we rewrote the script for The Greatest Showman and put it on as The Greatest Me. I have a little clip that I'll show you from there. The very first time my chorus students in years were able to perform at our Houston County Choral Extravaganza, with a little bit of dancing, a little bit of singing, just being theatrical. That's a highlighted moment that I wanted to show. Another great moment was when we performed at the Atlanta Hawks game, the Star Spangled Banner by Russell Robinson. And we also performed the Star Spangled Banner at a Mercer basketball game. And the last videos that I'd like to show you were my highlighted moments at large group performance evaluation. The videos you'll see here aren't my current students. These students are long and have probably graduated from college, but I did wanted to show those videos because I'm almost certain one of them, my son, who is now 20 years old, he sang in my very choir in middle school. If you have any questions, you may email me at brandy.dent@hcbe.net. And don't forget to join us on the GaDOE community platform. Again, thank you so much for your time. I look forward to giving you guys more and more knowledge in the world of music. Have a wonderful day.
Standing, two hands in the air, I'm a champion. You'll be looking up at me when it's over.